In our waters lurks a creature with no fear. A creature that eats everything. A creature that breeds without end. A creature whose poison is deadly. It is the scourge of the sea.
I've been hit by a lionfish.
With their long, feather-like fins that wave about in the current and their bold black and white stripes, lionfish are truly beautiful. But those pretty fins are filled with poison. And not only are they not native to the waters of the Gulf of Mexico, Atlantic seaboard, or Caribbean Sea, they're one of the most aggressively invasive species on the planet. And with such invasive species comes a host of problems, as Dawn Cook with Adventure Locators is here to tell us about.
The problem that we have today with lionfish is they don't have a known predator. Lionfish are taking over our reefs, our wrecks, and they eat any juvenile fish that we have.
And not only do they have a voracious appetite, but they multiply like crazy.
Females, they start at 4 to 7 months, and they can lay up to 2 million eggs a year.
While it's impossible to know exactly how lionfish came to be in our waters, genetic estimates suggest that fewer than a dozen female fish launched this marine invasion.
They had an aquarium down in Florida, and they had several lionfish in that aquarium. And when the hurricane came through, they washed the lionfish out into this little pond inlet, apparently. And then they noticed that those lionfish were reproducing. And then they were reproducing. And then that's when they went out into the Gulf. And that's why you see them now. That's what they're thinking. But also, people that have them in their own aquariums at home, they don't want them anymore. That's what I also heard, that they put them into the Gulf. So those could be the reasons why.
Maybe, as Dawn said, it was the aquarium trade that's a likely culprit. Regardless of how they got there, though, what's clear is they're here to stay. While averaging only a foot in length, an established population can eat up to 7,000 pounds of prey per acre per year. They dine on over 70 different species of marine creatures and eat pretty much anything that's not bigger than themselves. With a single female releasing 2 million eggs each year, reports of 1,000 lionfish on a single wreck are not surprising. So we have this fish that eats everything in the ocean that's not bigger than itself. It breeds like crazy, and it's poisonous. You might be wondering, what do we do about them? Well, Bob Brown knows.
My name is Bob Brown. I am president of the Deepwater Mafia, aka Bob the Pirate. And we started Deepwater Mafia in January officially. We trademarked the name and we opened membership in our first quarterly meeting this year, and we are up to 36 members in the Deepwater Mafia. One of our 3 objective goals is to eliminate lionfish. In fact, we're so into it that we've actually developed a new word. We call that word alienate. We alienate. And when we alienate, it means we remove every lionfish from an artificial reef.
So for now, Man seems to be their only predator. Bob, along with many other divers, have begun harvesting lionfish as a means of controlling the population. Some groups have even put a bounty on lionfish to encourage divers to hunt them. When we come back, we'll dive with Bob to see what alienating is all about.
Lionfish, we learned they were invasive about 3 years ago and that there was a growing problem. We're scuba diving, we're shooting fish, we're shooting cobia, amberjack, and we started seeing this pretty beautiful little lionfish starting to show up.
Because lionfish have no predators in our waters, they're fearless. Instead of fleeing when a diver approaches, they stay right where they are.
Even when a diver takes a shot at one and grazes it, instead of trying to escape, the fish will swim a foot or so away and just stay there.
Sounds easy? Well, it is. Lionfish do not have a predator. They are not used to somebody going after them. So when we shoot at them with this, they stay still. They just stay right there and we shoot them. You miss them, you shoot again. They don't know what an enemy is. We are their first encounter of an enemy. There are no other fish out there seeking that are a predator. We are the predator. In fact, one of our mottos this year is we are there until a natural predator arrives. So to do this, we use a spear just like this. This is one of the models we use, and it's we put it on our thumb like this. It's really easy to do. You just pop the little guy and stick them in a zookeeper, where when you pull the spear out, the lionfish will stay in the zookeeper.
While the members of Deepwater Mafia may be committed to hunting lionfish until a natural predator arrives, it's not without its risks.
Lionfish come armed with a weapon. Their 18 needle-like dorsal fins are chock full of venom. The sting from a lionfish is extremely painful to humans and can cause nausea, vomiting, and breathing difficulties. Just ask Bob Brown, who recently had a nasty encounter when he was poked in the hand by a poisonous lionfish spine while hunting them.
What happened, man?
I've been hit by a lionfish.
You been hit? Come here, let's get him in. I gotta get this thermos. I got some hot water for you, man.
I'm not sure what that would compare to the sting, because everybody takes a sting different. The injury I suffered while I was hunting, when the initial sting, I knew he got me. It did not hurt. I actually did. I think I shot a couple more before I decided to come up to the boat. As I got into the boat, I started feeling the pain, and the pain just got greater and greater.
So Bob described the sensation of being stung as unpleasant, like a wasp, but one which lasts for much longer with severe swelling. Definitely something to be avoided.
Luckily, the fish only use their spines defensively. So if you stay away from them, you're pretty safe. Since the poison is isolated to the spines, the fish is rendered safe to be handled by simply clipping off their fins.
So as we've seen, with the large lionfish population, divers can harvest large numbers in a single dive. But the problem is, lionfish have been found at depths of up to 300 feet, well beyond the range of conventional scuba diving.
Well, there are no natural predators in our waters, and areas where lionfish are native, such as the Indo-Pacific and Red Sea, natural predators such as sharks, grouper, and eels do exist and feed on them regularly.
On our recent trip to Cuba, we saw a different approach, trying to develop natural predators.
The group we dove with is associated with the Oceans for Youth Foundation, and they hope that by feeding lionfish to other fish and animals that they can help them develop a taste for this fish. I will say that I have absolutely no idea how anything eats a lionfish with those poisonous spines still attached.
Maybe it's kind of like eating spicy Thai food, or even Mexican. I mean, that spotted moray that we fed it to, he seemed to like it.
The first triggerfish we tried feeding seemed hesitant, but then we found a lobster that was eager to try it out.
A green moray eel found lionfish quite tasty. And then we found another triggerfish who had no reservations about eating them either.
Then we tried serving them up to sharks, which definitely found them palatable. We were watching one shark eye our lionfish offering, only to be surprised by another shark who bolted from beneath us to snatch up the fish.
Of course, getting sea creatures to eat dead lionfish, well, that's one thing. Teaching them to hunt them is quite another. And unfortunately, it's not at all clear that this is likely to happen, as I'm unaware that this approach has resulted in the development of any lionfish predators in our waters.
Another effort underway is to develop a demand for lionfish in restaurants. Lionfish have a delicate white flesh that's quite tasty. The first time I tried it was in a King of the Jungle sushi roll. It was delicious.
Most recently, lionfish hunter Bob Brown brought some to the Blind Tiger for Thomas Genin to cook for us.
Okay, Deepwater Mafia coming into the Blind Tiger with some lionfish, fresh off the boat. We just got them off the boat last night at 9:30. Got them on ice, got them out here at the Blind Tiger. Beautiful fish, even more prettier in water. These fins come out, they're like feathers. And they don't even know you're an enemy. They don't know what an enemy is. So they're friendly until you shoot them. Okay, what we're gonna do is the process of cleaning them. There's two ways to clean them. Number one, you can take scissors and cut the spines off and handle them like any other fish. The way I prefer to do it is to clean them like a normal fish. I'm just careful not to touch the spines. Okay, first thing I do is I just treat him just like he was a normal sea bass or whatever you want to call it. I just clean them just like a normal fish. I'm just a little more careful is all. The head of these are very bony. I got friends that can clean them a lot faster than I do. Nice little fillet there. There you go. Perfect fillet right there. Do the other side. I used to be a lot more careful, but there we go. Just like a normal fish. Don't let him intimidate you. He's dead. What would be really neat is if I got stung right now on camera. There you go, 2 beautiful fillets right there. Voila.
Well, Bob showed us how to clean them, though it takes a few extra minutes. Personally, I'm a fan of cutting off those poisonous spines, after which you can freely handle them like any other fish.
The next step is to cook them, and Thomas Genin agreed to serve as chef. I can tell you that he can quickly make a masterpiece out of pretty much anything. He's a chef with a terrific imagination.
Hello, my name's Thomas Genin, owner of the Blind Tiger here in Biloxi, right across from Harrah's Casino. And today we're very, very fortunate to have a very delicate and rare fish called a lionfish that we're going to cook for you guys. And these fish, I'd say, are 10 to 24 ounces on average, under 2 pounds. Little, so the smaller the fish, the smaller fillet, right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to roast these things in our smoker. We're going to take this cedar plank, right? And we're going to put this lemon, we're going to slice this lemon real thin. You want just the slices so they lay flat. We'll slice it thin. Before we put the fish in the smoker, we're going to season it very lightly with salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil. And then what we're going to do to change it up a little bit is we're going to cook the fish on top of sliced fresh lemon. The whole cedar plank thing is really cool because it's really easy and it's different. So people really like it. So we're going to slice the lemon real thin and make like a bed, so to speak, for the fish to sit on. And then we take our little fish fillet right here. We're just going to kind of set him on that. Keep it off that board a little bit. Right? Then we're going to put a little olive oil on here. And salt. This is literally kosher salt and fresh cracked pepper. Olive oil, just a little salt, just a little pepper. That's going to allow everybody to taste just the delicacy and the sweetness of this fish. Just a little bit. Because again, Frank, we want people to taste the fish itself. And then we have our smoker on about 325. We'll set them in there. And then we're going to put it in our smoker on about 325 degrees for around 15 minutes. And again, these fillets are small because this is a small fish. All right, here you go.
There you go.
There's your lionfish, smoked lionfish. Check that out, there's the lionfish. It should be very mild. It has no fishy flavor whatsoever.
Yeah, it is good.
Fresh lemon juice, you know?
That's excellent. Excellent.
Very mild.
Very.
No fishy flavor whatsoever.